Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another Ains Productions Entertainment cast. We're going to be a commentary video. I need to stop saying cast. Today is going to be another 1v1. This is going to be on Eskilian Coast, and we do have in the bottom position we have Izzy playing as a blue UEF commander, and he or she, I don't know. Izzy's going to go for double land, which is quite standard, and then we have Fortuna going a green Aeon, and Fortuna's going to go double land as well, which is quite surprising. I thought one of them would go air, because that's generally what I've seen people do. But before I go on any further, I just want to give a quick thanks, because the channel, I've noticed, has recently hit 100 people that have been subscribed to me and watching my videos, and I just want to say a very quick thank you, because I honestly don't think that people will actually be interested in what I put out, and it seems that I was quite wrong about that. So yes, very grateful for that, and hopefully I can try and pay you back a little bit, because, you know, you spending your time watching me has to come to something, doesn't it? Anyway, now with that out of the way, we can get into this little video here. So, triple land factory, that is a bit odd there. Not really seen that done very many times. I mean, that's a bit expensive on the resources, but it's not that bad, especially when you're going against a player that's also going triple double land. Okay, so I don't know exactly which player is actually going to be superior in this matchup. We've got one player going triple land, which is going to inevitably help with the production of land units. The UAF player is going to have more land units compared to the Aeon player, but the Aeon player is going to have more research points to invest in upgrading said units. So they both have their strengths and weaknesses, but they're both good strategies. Personally, I think Aeon perhaps has a good advantage. I think because you got the teleport and things, which are like really overpowered, and if the player wants to cheese the match, then obviously they could go loyalty guns and just absolutely destroy the base by capturing everything. But at the same time, if the UEF player manages to destroy the Aeon player before the research has, too much research has been conducted to really strong units and strategies and things, then it should be fine. And it looks like that Izzy is actually going to go for a push here, because look at the tanks being grouped up into the front here. We've got the ACU also leading the charge here. Fortuna is going to be doing the same soon, but busy putting down a radar station, it looks like, which it is, and we've got an engineer assisting a factory. So just working on units. I don't actually know, now that I'm thinking about it, how fast it is with double land with one engineer assisting one of the factories, if that can be matched by the 3 land factories, which it might be if you had like 2 engineers on one factory. That might be good, but I would actually that'll be actually really interesting to see how many engineers it would take assisting one factory to actually, for the production, how quickly the production would go to match the production of the other player. But that's not quite as English as I thought it would be. But anyway, radar installation gets put down for Izzy as the UEF player continues, or at least they were continuing. Yeah, they are still continuing to go to the Aeon base. The ACU correctly being used here, being put behind the little ground units, so at least they have a bit of a protection. I don't know if Izzy has upgraded the ACU at all, but obviously, they actually want to go for land unit upgrades. They want to upgrade the tanks instead of the ACU, because you've got many more of them. But a little bit of a damage boost or something on the ACU wouldn't hurt. I think the UAF have got radar or vision boost as one of the first upgrades. But I can't quite remember. It's a bit confusing for me. Whoa, what the hell is that? Wow, sniper. Okay, never seen that before, honestly. I think that might be a DLC unit, but I have never seen that being produced before. That's quite interesting. But other than that, we do have Yenzus and, well, actually, just Yenzus and sniper tanks. Shotja? What kind of a name is that? I don't even know. That's weird. The naming conventions of the Aeon units are very weird, I must say. I could barely pronounce them, it's terrible. But here we go, one of the land factories being assisted by all the building units here, all these mobile building units But here we go. The UEF commander taking a lot of damage here. Already at a quarter health. That is insane. Sniper bots were really doing some damage. I didn't know that Aeon had these. I might actually try and invest in that a little bit more often. Now, I didn't think that Izzy was actually expecting this. Now, Izzy's going to make a full-on retreat almost, but he's going to get behind the tanks so that the tanks can take the majority of the damage. Try and swarm all of these sniper units. The Yenzu's going to be obviously at the front as well, trying to take most of the damage. Basically doing the same here, but here we go. The Rockhead tanks getting destroyed quite quickly here. The Yenzu's just flooding the field. These sniper tanks are the main unit that's going to be dealing out the most damage here. They're going to be actually pretty useful in this engagement, and I think that Fortuna might consider going for a counter attack, although I don't know exactly what Izzy's been doing. Here we go. More land factories being built, not enough resources. There we go. The engineers now started to do something, but very low on resources it seems for Izzy, and Izzy's only got, the UEF commander's only got 3 energy, 4, 5 energy, but still you might want to expand that, because if this goes ahead, you'll end up with like 9 land factories, and that'll take quite a bit of energy, so you might want to expand that pretty quickly. Fortuna now going ahead, and probably will be crossing this bridge very soon, and Izzy will be obviously hurt from that attack, but I think Izzy might be able to just bring out enough units to hopefully hold the line against the Aeon units. But you know, even after that attack, Fortuna could just build more land factories, as he's done right now. 4 land factories for the Aeon commander, and he's just sucking up the mass, the wreckage of these destroyed units, which is what you should be doing. And now Fortuna will actually be having quite a good advantage. He may even want to build a second research station, but that's, I suppose, if he was a bit cocky, then he might do that. But you know, he shouldn't be investing that much into research stations at the moment. But you know, he's pretty much a pro player, so he knows what he's doing. Bit of a standoff a little bit, or at least there will be. There's a Control K on one of those radar installations. No engineers being brought with this giant force. There's some shield generators, I think that's what they are. I have no idea, because that again is not something that I've seen before, but judging by the unit symbol, it looks like one of those shield units. Lot of rockheads being grouped here. We've got some artillery units. Not sure about the artillery units, to be fair. I just stick with meteors personally, because that would actually, for me, be more effective than artillery. These ground units from the Aeon commander are going to be moving around a lot, so you don't really want artillery firing down on the bridge, especially when they're not really going to hit anything. I don't know if these artillery units could actually move while shooting. That's something I've never actually considered before. But meteors I would have just built instead, personally. But who knows, this might actually pay off for him. 6 land factories for Izzy. And now Izzy's going to be pushing forward, going into the forces of the Aeon commander. The sniper tanks will be one-shotting many of these tanks here, but I think this might be a bit of an overwhelming force. We will see. Artillery going to be doing actually a little bit more damage than I thought they would be. Obviously, because these targets not really being able to move. I suppose that's why the artillery has been put out, because of these sniper tanks are actually quite slow compared to the Yenzus and all the other units that Aeon has. So this is actually a pretty easy defensive move coming from Izzy. Quite a lot of those snipers have been eliminated, and I think Izzy's confident enough to go for a counter-attack again, swooping back into the Aeon base, it looks like. And I think the ACU may clean up this radar installation, or perhaps build another one, I don't know, but obviously that mass extractor wreckage should be used again. And here we go. I'm at 0 game speed, I apologise, let's speed that up a bit. Here we go, the tanks are going to be coming in here. They're going to be retreating onto the back end of the bridge. I mean, Izzy knows he's got the advantage here at the moment, but the Yenzu tanks will be quickly produced. I mean, that's quite a lot of tanks at the moment. Izzy's energy has not increased that much, if any. I don't see many energy buildings at all. He hasn't really increased energy, has he? I don't know. Well, there's one building. He's been building towards the back, which is fair enough. You want that extra mass and stuff. Tanks now moving forward. Here comes some... Is that a P-shield? Yeah, it is a P-shield. I got it right. P-shield's coming towards and assisting. That is actually a good move. You want some shield units there Sniper tanks still getting built, and Yenzus as well. Radar also being put up as well, which is quite useful. But this pressure might be actually really good for Izzy. If Izzy could just put down a C factory, I don't know what the resources situation is at the moment for Izzy at the moment, but you know, if it's just a C factory would actually really help. Then you can bombard from the sea, and that'll put extra pressure on the base, perhaps give you an opening. But they're focusing on land units at the moment. Quite a lot of action is happening here. A lot of trepidation. Shields been put up all over the place. And obviously the Fortuna is not really doing much. Meteors also being pointed to that force. Quite a big clump though. Here we go, the shields have been put down. The Aeon Commander is going to be going in. Lots of rockets being destroyed, lots of Aeon units being destroyed, but I think Izzy has the upper hand right now. Oh my goodness, a lot of destruction. That's a huge production force. They've got 10 land factories. Unfortunately, Fortuna could not handle against 10 land factories. That was actually pretty good. So, yeah, took the chance when it was there and quickly dispatched Fortuna. That was quite good. So, there you go. There's something that I've not known before. Sniper tanks, really good, but can be countered by artillery. Or air. Or, yeah, pretty much any air. But luckily for Fortuna, didn't really go air, either of them, but that was quite good. Anyway, let's go into the second game before I ramble on too much. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Here we are, another match. I don't actually remember what this map is called, so forgive me for not knowing in the first place. Both players, in fact, one of us, we do have Fortuna in the top, green Aeon, and we do have at the bottom a blue Cybrin, which is going to be Iron Commander this time. But air opener coming from Iron Commander. Obviously, this is actually one of the best maps to go air opener on because this is such an expansive area. But at the same time, you know, land would have an advantage because you can just spew them out, and they're easier to micro as well. But because the air units are so much more able to get across the map, it's kind of a swings and roundabouts thing, as it usually is. 3 land factories getting built on the right here. Loyalists should be produced here. Fortuna going for a quick push with its ACU. Obviously, the game speed is at 6, by the way. Don't believe this is actual game speed because it's not. It's been increased by 6. But anyway, yes, land factory right on the front door here. Engineers going to be converting one of those land factories. Oh no! Control K coming from Iron Commander. Very nice there. He notices. He's on the ball. Engineer coming from Iron, stealing one of these mass extractors. Wow, that's pretty aggressive there. Jesus. And we've got Fortuna out the front here, and he's going to be trying to ward off these fighter planes. Loyalists coming in with the ACU and everything. We've got some artillery units, and we've said a lot of Loyalists, and we've also got some no Bratman at the moment. Oh, we do have some Bratman on there. That'll be the artillery. Fortuna putting down a lot of pressure there. Not able to deal with the engineers yet. Oh no, the Harvogs are going to be doing that quite well. Did almost convert the land factory. That would have been quite horrible for the land factory to be converted. Fortuna getting damaged quite a bit, but so is Iron Commander. Unfortunately, going to have to stop with the push. But at least he's hopefully sucked up most of the mass there. Another 2 land factories, well, 1 land factory getting built. He's currently at 4. He will be at 5. Now, he's at 5 land factories. Here comes the air. I think they were going around the back of Fortuna's base, and the Harvogs getting put out in swathes here. Going to be again going towards the front of the base and attacking. Oh no, the ACU is at the front. That'd be quite unfortunate if that goes down. Point defense going up. I don't think that's quite enough. Let's slow that down. Oh, just manages to save the ACU, but I don't think it'll be alive for much longer. There are loads of Harvogs that have just whooshed onto the base immediately, and the Loyalists will be getting put down very quickly. These forces here, I don't know where they're going. I don't know about the air as well. I think they got destroyed quite quickly. And we do have a research station going up for Fortuna as well. But wow, that's quite surprising. Iron Commander managing to at least preserve his base for a few minutes longer. But I don't know how long he'll be able to keep this up. Here comes the Fortunas, the artillery of the Aeon. Bregman firing off a few shots as well. The engineer going to be trying to heal as many units as possible. Should get the engineer to the ACU as quickly as possible. That is the most important unit. I know you want to keep assisting the factory and things, Maybe like one of these factories, train an engineer. That would probably be a good thing to do. Fortuna will be probably winning this match. The ACU is going straight to the water unit on its own. No, this will be probably a bad thing to do. The shield won't be protecting them for that much longer. No, Iron Commander may probably be going down. Actually, the point defense doing a bit of work here. Also the Loyalists also helping, but I don't think Iron Commander will be in the game for very much longer. He's at critical health. Critical health. No, where are the engineers? What are you doing with them? He can't really. I suppose he can't really train many engineers. Cobra's coming out as well. Brackman with Loyalists, but is just getting destroyed by the Hardbogs here. I don't know if Fortuna. Oh no. Oh, point defense. My man. That's no. That's filth. That's just filth. But oh damn. That's not very good for Iron at the moment. Where's Iron's ACU at the moment? I can't actually see it. I can't actually see his ACU. Wow, it's all the way down here for some reason. No! 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 Seriously? At that health? How? What? Okay. I don't understand. I'm watching that back again. We'll have to go back at that again because that is insane. Okay, here we are again. We're back at that point now. Iron Commander's ACU is going to go to the water. Let's just look here, right? We've got the ACU right to the front line. The Hardbogs are going to be around it, but they're not actually going to be that close to it. We do have some artillery units firing off on the ACU. Whoa, there's unit detonate. Okay, that'll be why he got rid of the units so quickly. Fortuna's ACU is going to go down quite quickly. Look at this. He's not moving it at all. He should just be going away. This ACU is idle. Okay. Right. He wasn't paying that much attention to the ACU. That's why it went down. Okay, right. That answers the question quite nicely there. That was a very noob move there. I don't know exactly why I didn't move the ACU. I know his attention would have been preoccupied. But I suppose it's because these units, the Brackman and the Cobras and the Loyalists, they might have been the reason why Fortuna didn't move the ACU away. But my goodness, that was, now that I'm thinking about it, that was a pretty bold move. I didn't think that Fortuna would have been defeated that quickly. I mean, I suppose it makes sense to put units around the back and everything, but wow, I didn't think they'd actually succeed, because this is quite a big map. But it didn't. They actually went unnoticed for some reason, and yeah, there you go. That was the reason. That was the reason. Okay, so now we've answered that question. Hopefully, you have enjoyed these couple of quick replays here, and I thank you again for 100 subscribers and stuff. And I will see you in the next one.